calf are thinking, most people are thinking Achilles. So, let me see if I can show you my Achilles. Let's lower you down. I just got you all the way up for some reason. Yeah, I know, I'll just back you away. There we go. Down here, but if the pain is more up here, we might be talking hamstring. So, these doesn't even show the full hamstring here. Well, that goes down, kind of inserts into the calf there. It's got 4 different little hamstring muscles. Most people think there's 3, but there's 4. So if that's pain on the inside, we got one that goes to the front of the knee, so you can feel this spot. It's called the pes anserine. So you got one hamstring going there, and then you got another one coming down to there. Ooh, that's kind of tender. We gotta need some work. So, a couple things we could do is foam roll. Foam roll, not really gonna show you. You know how to foam roll. Don't foam roll that spot. Foam roll the meat of the hamstring on the painful side. Make sure you're rolling laterally and medially. I can skip on the medial portion there. Almost adductor region. See if you feel some knots in there. Not really necessarily where it hurts. In fact, don't go where it hurts because injured is damaged. So you don't want to damage it more, right? Makes sense. It's tight up top. And I'll see a very restricted hip with that. When people are walking, it's just kind of stiff and the pelvis starts tucking. Get that posterior pelvic tilt because of that tight hamstring. And usually there's a twist in the back. So I like this for the sake of untucking that pelvis, but also breaking up some scar tissue, the Spanish squat. And I'll show you 2 variations. Hip band. And it's uncomfortable. People hate it. So I'm gonna need to move you. I really like to back up on this sucker. Yeah, some people take this low. No. We don't need to go that low because it's more about coming up, driving the hips back, using the quad to work. You feel the hamstring, but it's stretching. Like all the way up, fighting that band. My knees want to caves. So if it hurts the calf going too far into this, even here, it's kind of hingy, squatty down. Come up, my knees stay relatively close. I'm not driving out really too much here. I'm trying to stay very narrow at the knees. Feet facing forward, not out. Down. This is where the work is being done. On the way up. And turn all the way up. This is kind of easy. Pulls you down, right? So working on up. It's going to start tearing, not tearing, but stretching out that hammy. So yeah, we could do this. It's just painful on one side. Get that painful leg there. Right behind the knee, that's where that hamstring crosses over. There's probably a lot of scar tissue in those tendons. So I get this B stance. Same thing, I'm kind of hinging. Maybe play with a little knee bend, see how that feels. But most of the work is going to be on the up. You'll feel your quad engage. It's going to stretch that tight hammy out. So depending on our angle here, I can even slightly change the angle. You've got hamstrings laterally, you've got hamstrings medially. Not crazy amount of rotation. I'm just seeing if now my knee has to fight this way. See which one is a little tougher. Getting any knee pain, sometimes lifting your toes inside your shoes, pushing the ball of the foot down helps stabilize the knee so we're not getting weird motion. My tendency here is the band's going to buckle the knee, so I'm fighting the band a little bit. Back to that kickstand position. I can hinge, play a little knee bend. Keep the knee right over the middle of that foot. And then the work being done here. With the hamstring, what does it do? It bends the knee. then I'm sliding the band, keeping the knee in control. Got a little bit of a toe lift inside the shoe. Coming up all the way, taking your butt and grab the cheek. Let's you can see me there. Good training. I can grab, that's where the hamstring inserts onto your sit bone. It tucks the pelvis. So last thing I want is to come up tucked. I want to come up, pull back. And you'll feel this working a lot more. Pulling length on the hamstring. Woo. So you can Google that one, Spanish squat. Let's see what other options you got there. I think it's simple, because usually what'll happen, especially on the right side, it's typical. Hamstring very tight. Calf gets a little weaker. It's a little calf exercise. Lower you down. I like to go heavy here, but whatever you got at home. Hop squat. Remember, your enemy is the tuck. Don't let the pelvis tuck. So tuck, untucked. Hip's gonna work better here. So let's load. Check both. Load the good side. Say the left is the good side. I'll stay upright. And I'm just, see my feet? Yep. Raising the heel. Activates the calf. And I got that weight. I know it's a little uncomfortable getting that weight. I got 62 pounds here. So I don't want to do that number. I want to stay upright. Neutral pelvis. It's a trigger. Even here, I can feel that pelvis wants to tuck. So don't let it. You can put a little towel under there if that's too uncomfortable. It's more about the weight. Weight plate will work. Flip a dumbbell up, whatever you got. So do about 8. Really make sure you're maximally contracting the calf because you want to compare left to right. I wasn't counting, but I said I think. Trying to get this one out of the way a little bit for you. You can definitely go here to this stance. Drive up, not just here, but really point that toe, ball of the foot, ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe, pushing into the ground. Really engage that calf. See if it hurts. If you feel like it's working, shouldn't hurt. Sometimes, since I have a lot of ankle restriction, just putting this here, forcing it by heel down has been good for me, but that's almost another conversation, is tight restricted dorsiflexion. So, depending on what your problem is, you might have both. Might be a weak calf, could be weak dorsiflexion at the same time. Gonna help that knee drive a little forward to the ankle, loading that weight off. If it's a lightweight, it's not gonna do it. But not just doing this number, but really fighting for that full little shaky at the top. Calf contraction. That's what we're talking about. One more. Let's get this out of the way. Not just here, not just there. Get that to work. And I'd maybe even do some of that before I would foam roll. So now is when you'd want to get in there with your foam roller. And depending, it's usually probably going to be on the side that hurts. So if it's hurting more on the inside, it might be your medial hamstrings. Semitendinosus, semimembranosus are on the inside, biceps femoris is on the lateral side. So you got one, like I said, going here to the front with a couple of your adductors and your sartorius, called the pes anserine. Check that. Because tendons attached there and it's bony, it might be just, if you're really big, it might be sore no matter what. But some people are like, okay, that's more the problem there. Or if it's more calfy back here, feel along that hamstring. As you get into the calf, you're, oh dear God, hello. Maybe even like a lacrosse ball. And you just go right there, let's do it. I hate it, but let's do it. I think people just go to this one too much. But let's see what we got. Show foam roller. That's one people always ask me. When do you use the more bumpy, hard one? This kind of stuff. Not so much on the spine, especially if you're not used to that. If you got a softer one, that's fine. It's probably a good regression if you're not up to the pain. But I also got hard ball. It's not really a lacrosse ball, but it works. So we'll start foam roller. Again, I don't want to necessarily get right in there. I want to think more origin. And most of our knee issues are hip issues. So we're really good at rolling the outside. I see this a lot. I don't see a lot of people doing this one because it's a little awkward. Look at the ball. So if I can get more on the inside here, again, lifting the butt up, roll the inside hammy.